What is up, people? BP here, and today we are going to be talking about the first time. No, not the first time I kissed a girl or the first time that I approached a girl to ask her for her number. No way, Jose. We are talking about the first time that I had actually gotten with a woman right after my divorce from the mother of my children. It was a horrendous experience, and you must understand that at the time, I was single as a Pringle, man. Oh, yeah. And then also on top of that, I was happy that the relationship was over and I could finally be free and do whatever I wanted. And then on top of that, I was just absolutely horny as hell, and my balls were just like absolutely freaking swollen because of all the semen that was built up. Oh yeah, it was a tough time. But anyways, so I was like, dude, I'm going to freaking hop on Plenty of Fish, find me a nice girl who's got low self-esteem, and I'm just going to like get with the first chick I can find. Well, anyway, so the first girl I saw was this fat girl. I'm sorry. I can't even remember her name. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, she was like, I don't know, low self-esteem enough to me. So I was like, yeah, she'll do just fine. So anyways, I sent her a message. She was very excited. And of course I was like, yeah, what's up, bitch? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't really say all that. But anyways, I was like, yo, listen, I got needs. You feel me? And you want to bang? And she was like, I'm not that kind of girl. They all say that, I'm not here to hook up. And then, this is my first time, or I haven't done this in a long time. And next thing you know, they got a cock in their mouth. Anyways, so I was like, you're not that kind of girl. Oh, really? And I get a closer look and closer inspection at her. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, she's definitely a cum dump. And I'm going to take full advantage of this situation and exploit this to my advantage. And she was like, well, you can come over if you want. And I was like, woohoo! I'm definitely coming over. Oh, yeah. So anyways, I began my journey that same exact day, like, I don't know, maybe an hour later. And I drove all the way from Delaware. And if you can imagine the trip to New Jersey, I can't even remember the name of the city she was in. But anyways, it was like a 2.5 hour ride for me. But, who cares when you got to get some badge? So anyways, eventually I pull up in my truck to the nice little house in the middle of nowhere. And then she answers the door and leads me inside. And she's like, hey, why don't we go down to the basement? And I'm like, are you for real? And she's like, yeah, we have some privacy down there. So she leads me down to this basement that they had at their house. And it was like the creepiest looking basement I had ever seen. And I was like, oh God, I hope I don't die. So anyways, we get down there. One thing leads to another. I lean in for a kiss. And I was like, wait a second. I'm not kissing this girl. And then we start banging and getting it on. And, well, the next thing you know, there was a picture of Jesus hanging up. And I felt like he was watching me the whole time. And it was like the most incredibly embarrassing situation I could have possibly been in. And, the next thing you know, I hear a banging at the door of the basement. And lo and behold, I was like in terror. I was just absolutely scared. So I grabbed my things and I bolted to the closet, and I was butt naked, like inside the closet. And I was waiting to hear what would happen next. And I was like, dear God, I hope I don't die. And then, well, next thing you know, it was the brother and it was the mother of the girl. So I took my things, put them on, and I did the walk of shame all the way up the stairs to greet the nice brother and mother, and it was really embarrassing to say the least. And as soon as I left the house, I deleted her number and never spoke to her ever again. And that was the worst experience ever, but I blew my load all over her, and I felt a lot better. So at the end of the story, I had a big smile on my face, but oh man, I could have died. It was a horrible experience. I don't advise you guys doing that. I would say if you were in my shoes, you should probably just take your time and date somebody a little bit slower than I did, or at least not get in the situation that I got in, because that was extremely dangerous and I was very vulnerable, and I didn't have an escape plan if like maybe a jealous husband had come home or something to that effect. But anyways, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little story. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you like these sorts of videos, let me know. and maybe I can do some more of these